Hey guys, what's up? So, I want to talk about cable systems. So, I've never had a lot of space in the homes I've lived in, and I've never had a lot of disposable money. And that's a problem that a lot of arm wrestlers have. So, when you see these cable systems out there and you see people with these really nice home gyms and everything, and you wonder how can you get something like that? Well, I have a budget option for you. And it's something that Ron Klemba showed me years and years ago, and so it's inspired from that. It's a little different. It's just slightly modified, but it's exactly the same thing as he did. If you have a few $100 lying around and you can get something like Lucas Raymond's attachments that are all steel and really, really well built, then please do go do that. I don't personally have that kind of option, so I made a budget option. I will put all the ingredients. I'll put all the things, the materials that go into this, into the description, just so you can kind of get an idea how to build it. But it's very, very cheap. So I'll go to the video I made here. Excellent producing skills. So this is a loading pin with 1-inch plates. If you don't have a loading pin, that's no big deal. I didn't have one for years. Just put put a knot in the belt that you use. If you don't have a belt by now and you think you know how to train for arm wrestling, then you got to go watch more videos because belts are the best. So if you just put a knot in a belt, that knot will not come through the 1-inch, so you can use that as a loading pin. I did it for years. So I'll go ahead. So here's the cable. It's 4 feet long, and it comes in a kit, so you can make it as long as you want. It's like a 30-foot kit, so you can make a bunch of cables. But for me, it's 4 foot. It's perfect. So here's the back side of it. So it's a 4x4 piece of wood with a 1-inch hole drilled in the bottom. And it's a 2x4 attached to the back. Now that's just for a gap, so that the cable didn't rub against the side of the table. It's not necessary for stability or anything. It's just for my table. I didn't want it to damage it, so I made a bit of a gap. And this is the pulley. Oop, too far. So there's the pulley. This is like a $8 or $9 pulley off of Amazon, and it handles up to 480 pounds. So fairly smooth. And I say fairly smooth, it's actually very smooth for such a high strength pulley. But you're not going to wear it out, and two, if you do, it's $9. So pretty good. So it's just a regular handle. Now the front here, my table is a bit unstable with just having the peg. If you have a table that's where the peg is directly onto the frame real tight, then you probably don't have to worry about this. But I just saw a little too much flex in my table, so I put a 2x4, a 28-inch 2x4 that touches each side of the frame on the front of this, and it's night and day. It's super, super stable, and you can see it's all screwed together, and all the seams on these pieces of wood that are screwed together, they're also wood glued, just for a little added stability. And here's the front side of it. So you can grab it from straight ahead like this. I just take my pin strings off and put a towel down. You can drag it straight across for like a Devon style cable system. You can put your elbow pad on the pad over here and just do a straight side pressure. It's not adjustable height. It's not adjustable to the corner, but you can just turn your body to make it a corner angle. But so I mean, it's budget, but it's a whole lot better than nothing. And I can tell you that it's very smooth. It's very simple. How much weight you put on the cable is how much weight comes through your hand. So it's none of this, loading 300 pounds up on a cable system and saying that you're the strongest man that's ever lived. There's none of that. So if you put 50 pounds on that cable, it's 50 pounds through the handle. And real good way to just track how strong you're getting. It literally just pops on and off of your peg. So if you have enough room in your place to have a table, you have enough room in your place for a cable system. So there's no excuses. Again, I'll put the materials in the description. If you have the tools, I literally just hand cut all the wood because I just don't have the tools with me at the moment. But if you have tools and you just need to buy the wood, need to buy the cable, and need to buy the pulley, it's about $50, $60. That's it. So you can have your own cable system. So go out and make one. There's no excuse not to be training as hard as you can and have the systems available to you. So hopefully that helps you. Until then, train hard.